Hello students, I welcome you all. I am Sandeep Kaur, English Mistress from Government Middle School, Kishanpura, District, Amritsar. Dear students, it's really nice to share an interesting topic with you all. I know that you all are very curious and excited to know the end of the play, The King Who Limped. So, dear students, we will continue the play The King Who Limped Part 3. It's an interesting and humorous play by Monica Thorne. First of all, let's do some pre-reading activities. Dear students, let's go through some new words and their meanings in the given context. So, number one is herald, a person who announces the arrival of a king. Dear students, I repeat, herald, a person who announces the arrival of a king. ਜਿਹੜਾ king ਦੇ ਆਉਣ ਦਾ ਸੰਦੇਸ਼ਾ announce ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ. Next is quarrelsome, one who argues a lot. Number 3, innocent, not guilty. Number 4, interrupting, to stop another person from speaking. Number 5, convalescent, hospital. Number 6, imitating, copying. Number 7, cramp, sudden tightening of a muscle. Next is match the following features of the characters. So, you know about the attitude and physical appearance of all the characters. Dear students, let's do this. In column A, we have number 1, Prime Minister. Number 2, First Lady. Number 3, Second Lady. Number 4, Courtier. Number 5, name of the Prime Minister. And in column B, we have number 1, handsome young man. Number 2, James Crowther. Number 3, short and very fat. Number 4, tall and slim. Number 5, plump and important looking. Dear students, I know you can match the following features, but still, to avoid Let's discuss Prime Minister. Number 1 is Prime Minister, and in column B for Prime Minister we have plump and important looking. Number 2, First Lady. First Lady is tall and slim. Number 3, Second Lady. Second Lady is short and very fat. Number 4, Courtier. Handsome young man. Number 5, name of the Prime Minister. James Crowther. Dear students, you already know that in the beginning how the king entered in the palace with 2 persons and a dog. After that, everyone was trying to solve the matter to find the true owner of the dog. So let's read further and enjoy the content. King. Well, one of you must be lying. Which is it? First neighbor. Not I, Your Majesty. I have never told an untruth in my life. King. You must be a most remarkable man. Second neighbor. I am a man of few words, Your Majesty. But I still say the dog is mine. King. Is there anyone here who knows these 2 men? Then we can get no evidence. What is to be done now? Courtier. Keep the dog yourself, Your Majesty. Then no one can quarrel about it. King. But I don't care for dogs. I like cats better. Besides, I want to find out which is the real owner. Also, the dog is certainly not mine. King. I have no right to it. What would you do about it? You I mean, the lady who did not limp. First Lady. Oh, I hardly know. Why not divide the dog in 2 and give them half each? King. A splendid idea. Do you men agree to that? First neighbor. If Your Majesty thinks fit. King. And you, my man. Second neighbor. No. I do not agree to that. Let him keep the dog. Let him keep the dog, Your Majesty. It is a good little dog. I cannot bear to see it harmed. Let him have the dog. King, it seems quite clear which is the honor. First neighbor, I am your majesty. May I have my dog and go home now? Please, your majesty. King, you said you had never told an untruth in your life? King, it seems to me you have never done much else. Take him off to prison. First neighbor, but why? But why, your majesty? I have done nothing wrong. Is it justice? Is it justice, your majesty, to put an innocent man in prison? King, be still, you rascal. You will go to prison for 2 reasons. First, because you caused a breach of the peace by fighting in the street. And second, because you tried to steal the dog. To steal this dog which does not belong to you. Away, away with him. Prime Minister, but your majesty, if I may suggest. King, go on, suggest. Prime Minister, you are still not certain that this man is not the rightful owner of the dog and King, oh yes, I am. Oh yes, I am. This other man is the rightful owner of the dog. He is fond of his dog and could not bear to see it harmed. Take your dog home now and on your way out, call in at the palace kitchen and tell the cook to give you a bone for him, but not a chicken bone. King, chicken bones are bad for the little fellow. Second neighbor, thank you, your majesty. Chancellor, the late king would have punished both for being a nuisance and had the dog destroyed. King, I am not the late king. I am the new king. I am the new king, as you will soon discover. Have you still got rheumatism? Chancellor, yes, your majesty. King, have you still got rheumatism? Chancellor, no, oh no, your majesty, the pain is going off. King, so the pain is going off. I thought so. Why are you wearing a bowler hat? It looks ridiculous. Chancellor, because it's a sunny day, as you yourself said, Your Majesty. King, rubbish! You limped because I limped, and you wore a bowler hat because I wore one. King, it is pouring with rain, but you say it is a sunny day because I said it was a sunny day. You, my dear Chancellor, are what is politely known as sycophant. Second lady, what is a sycophant? King, you are, and the Chancellor is, and the Prime Minister. You all tried to flatter me by imitating all the foolish things I did. Prime Minister, it is usual to agree with the King, Your Majesty. King, usual rubbish. Because if a thing is usual, does it mean that is sensible or right? Usual rubbish. Because if a thing is usual, does it mean that is sensible or right? If I do stupid things, is that any reason why you should do them? I put on a limp and wore a funny hat to find out if there were any honest people in this court. I have found two. Second lady, we are honored, Your Majesty. King, didn't mean you. You are honest? You can become my Prime Minister? Perhaps together we shall be able to settle a few little wars, and you are made Chief Lady in Waiting. Perhaps then there will be less gossip in the palace. Second lady, but I am Chief Lady in Waiting, Your Majesty. King, so much standing on your feet must tire you when you have a sprained ankle. You had better go home and rest it well. Take those bowler hats and put them in the town museum. The audience is over. Dear students, really, the play is full of enjoyment. So, at the end, dog is handed over to the right honor. The king also disclosed how he tested his courtiers and ministers. So students, इस तरह नाल राजा अपने दोनों मसले बड़े ही वधिया ढंग नाल सॉल्व कर लेंदा है। किंग नू दोनों नेबर्स विच डॉग नू डिवाइड करन दा आइडिया वधिया लगदा है ਅਤੇ ਇਸ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਸੱਚ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਸੈਕੰਡ ਨੇਬਰ ਡੌਗ ਨੂੰ ਲੈਣ ਤੋਂ ਮਨਾ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਡੌਗ ਫਸਟ ਨੇਬਰ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਵੇ। Students, we always have strong attachment with our pets. ਉਹ ਉਹਦਾ ਪੈਟ ਸੀ, ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਕੱਟਦੇ ਹੋਏ, ਦੋ ਹਿੱਸੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋਏ, ਮਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦਾ ਸੀ। In the end, ਕਿੰਗ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਅਤੇ ਚਾਂਸਲਰ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਉਸ ਦੀ ਨਕਲ ਕਰਕੇ ਜੋ ਹੈਟ ਪਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਲੰਗੜਾ ਕੇ ਤੁਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸਭ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਪਸੰਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। He also told them that he was just doing an acting of limping to find the honest persons. So, ਇਮਾਨਦਾਰ ਪਰਸਨ ਲੱਭਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹ ਐਕਟਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ, ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਅਜੀਬ ਬਿਹੇਵੀਅਰ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ, ਕੈਪ ਪਾ ਕੇ, ਹੈਟ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਅਤੇ ਲੰਗੜਾ ਕੇ ਤੁਰ ਕੇ। He named them sycophants. So, dear students, the king, the new king is a real hero. He knows how to handle all the affairs and situations. Students, let's do some post-reading activities. Read and comprehend. Question 1 is, what do you mean by a man of few words? Yes, there are 3 options. A few men, a man who is having few words, a man who speaks less. Yes, ਅਸੀਂ discuss ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ a man of few words. So, you have to find the correct option. Number 2, what did First Lady suggest to solve the matter? There are 3 options: to kill the dog, to divide the dog, to gift the dog. It's very easy. Next question is, what do you mean by a sycophant? There are 3 options: the person who loves, the person who hates, the person who flatters. Next question is, who can become the Prime Minister in the end? Courtier, Herald, Page. Dear students, I know you are clear about the correct options, but still, to avoid confusion, let's discuss the correct options. Question number 1 is, what do you mean by a man of few words? It means option C, a man who speaks less. Question number 2, what did First Lady suggest to solve the matter? And the correct option is to divide the dog. Next question is, what do you mean by sycophant? The person who flatters. Next question is, who can become the Prime Minister in the end? Courtier. Dear students, let's do one interesting exercise. Who said these words? Number 1. Have you still got rheumatism? Number 2. What is a sycophant? Number 3. A splendid idea. Number 4. But, Your Majesty, if I may suggest. Number 5. The late king would have punished both for being a nuisance and had the dog destroyed. So I know it's very easy. You know the characters who said these words. Dear students, let's know the persons who said these words. Number 1, have you still got rheumatism? The king said these words. Number 2, what is a sycophant? Second lady said these words. Number 3, a splendid idea. The king said these words. Number 4, but Your Majesty, if I may suggest. Prime Minister said these words. Number 5, the late king would have punished both for being a nuisance and had the dog destroyed. Chancellor said these words. Dear students, kindly note these 2 important questions. This is your home assignment. Question 1. Why did the Chancellor and the Prime Minister walk with a limp? Question number 2. How did the king return the dog to the right owner? So, I hope you enjoyed the play and activities. Thank you so much everyone and have a nice time.